Where'd I put my light? Oh, here it is. Boo! It's me, Haunted SpongeBob. Oh, wait. I'm SpongeBob. Where's Patrick? Hey everyone, it's Pat here, and I am so excited to be back here and doing another amazing evening program for what is one of my favorite times of the year. And if you can't tell by my goofy SpongeBob costume, of course I am talking about Halloween. Oh, Halloween is so much fun. There's costumes and there's candy and there's so many fantastic parts of Halloween. But one of my favorite things is all of the camp magic that Camp Amy Molson brings to it. So without further ado, we have an amazing evening program for you tonight. We got some fantastic stories, a little skit, and even some delicious recipe. So to start us all off, I'm going to bring you back to Camp Amy Molson for a little special skit that our staff filmed together. I can't wait. Enjoy!
It's Halloween! I'm so excited to get myself some candy! Ooh, I see Dave over there. Candy. Woo! Woo! Getting myself some candy. Trick or treat! Howdy, fellas. Here we go, off to the next house. Well, howdy there.
Hi, happy Halloween!
Trick or treat!
How are you? There you go, have a happy Halloween, okay?
Thank you.
Okay?
Getting some candy. Woo! Want more candy. Halloween candy, Halloween. Hey, trick or treat. Happy Halloween.
Hey, you're a bit early.
Yeah, I want to get a head start, get that candy for the
I love
kids.
it. We're getting a head start on our decoration too. Look, we even have a pipette.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
What do you think? Do you think I'm scary, Dylan?
What? Hideous.
All right. Well, here's your some candy.
Yeah. Can I just...
No. We could take one. Okay.
Bye, Laura.
See you later. Got
Bye.
a few other places to hit before the kids get here. There should be candy in here. Hello? Anybody in here? Got any candy? Get over here. Is there any in here?
Yes.
We're so close to this. Yes, we're
Almost
so
at ritual.
close.
Trick or treat?
Laura.
Hey,
You're not supposed to be here.
what's going on?
Getting candy.
Candy?
It's,
What?
Candy
For
for
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yes,
that's
that's-
what we're doing as well.
Yeah. This is Halloween
This
stuff.
is Halloween-related activity.
Of course. Look, yeah, Halloween.
What's with all the notes?
Halloween, Laura, of course.
Yeah. You know what? Here, take this. This is for you.
There's more candy in here. Alright. Trick or treat! Maybe I could take a second one. Let's see it.
Halloween is right around the corner. Our kids are coming. I knew you'd take more than one. I knew it. That's why I stayed here. Put them all back.
That was hilarious. I don't know about you, but I was definitely freaked out by the gnome. A big thank you to everyone that was involved in that. That was a lot of fun filming, and it was a really enjoyable time, and I hope you guys had a good laugh. But what is Halloween without a scary story? And ooh, do I have one lined up for you today. I got a little sneak peek of it. I couldn't even finish it. I got too scared. But without further ado, I'm so excited for you all to hear this. An amazing scary story by our super talented squirrels counselor, Isaiah. So let's go.
Welcome, everybody. As you all know, Halloween is getting much closer to us now, and so I thought it would be the right time to tell you all a scary story. So, let me tell you all the story about my scarecrow. Every single year, my dad puts out scarecrows in our fields because he thinks that it's not only going to be good for keeping the crows away from the crops, but also that it keeps away evil spirits. I guess he's a little bit superstitious, but the scarecrows that he sets out are the same every single year, and after so many years, they started to get like raggedy from all of the wear and tear, and they were starting to show their age. So this October started out just like any other October. The weather was turning cool, and the leaves were starting to change into orange and yellow and all of those beautiful colors. So one Saturday, all of the kids decided to get together and they decided to make new scarecrows for the field. So, being creative, we gathered all of the supplies that we could get and we got right to work. My scarecrow was going to be different. This was my special design. There were so many cool elements to it. I had drawn like a big insignia on the back. It was going to be amazing. I wanted a creepy scarecrow, much scarier than all of the other ones. So hours later, we finished up, and mine was the ugliest and the most frightening scarecrow that I had ever seen. Everyone loved it, and I was so proud of what I had done. So after we did all that, Mom called us over for supper. So what we did is we planted all of the scarecrows out in the field, and I made sure to place it in a place where I could sort of see it from my bedroom window, so like I could see what was going on with it. So didn't give it much more thought, and then we went and we ate. But while we were eating, sort of outside, the wind started to pick up, and there was lightning that was starting to strike every few seconds. So that sort of came out of nowhere, because when we had checked the weather before, it was supposed to be clear skies all during the night, and yeah, so this wasn't expected at all. There was rain that was starting to fall as I went up to bed. And at that time, I was worried about my new scarecrow because, I was afraid that it was going to get, destroyed through the rain and all the wind and the lightning. So I peeked out from my window in my bedroom where I could see it, but what I saw absolutely shocked me. He was there, all right, but not at all where I placed him. It looked like he was several feet to the right, and I was so confused. I stood at the window and I watched it intently. So there was the lightning that was striking all the time. It was so bright, and every single time it flashed, I could see that my scarecrow was moving a bit. The problem was, it looked like he was moving when the sky was dark, only to turn up in another spot when the sky lit up. I was thinking that I was imagining things, so I put my pajamas on and I went right to bed. Later on, a loud crack of thunder woke me up. And by now, the rain was pounding down, making it so hard to see throughout the window. And so I slipped on my shoes and I snuck outside to check on my scarecrow. I wasn't sure where it was, so I was walking around in the thunderstorm. And half blinded by the cold and the rain, it was so difficult to see what was going on. But at some point, I was walking through the field and I stumbled over a branch and I fell down splat onto a patch of mud. When I looked up, my scarecrow was glaring down at me. His eyes were huge and glowing red, staring right into my eyes. I couldn't pick myself up fast enough. I ran screaming to the house and never looked back. I was tossing and turning the rest of the night. I woke up with perfectly clear skies, bright sunshine, and the smell of bacon coming from downstairs. I didn't want to tell my parents what had happened, so I sat quietly and ate my breakfast. I went outside to look around. My dad was already looking for damage for the buildings and everything from the storm, and when I looked outside, I could see everyone else's scarecrows, but not mine. So yeah, that happened to me a long time ago, about 7 years ago, And I haven't seen my scarecrow since. I don't know if I was seeing things or anything, but yeah. Hope you all enjoyed that story. I'll see you all next time.
Whoa, oh, I was shocked there, frightened. Oh, Halloween, what would it be without the scares? But as amazing and as fun as getting scared and listening to scary stories is, my favorite part of Halloween is easily all of the candy and sweets we get to have. So much sugar, oh, it's fantastic. And do I have a special treat for you from her amazing kitchen, the amazing baker, Erica, is going to show you how to make a delicious Halloween treat. So, without further ado, let's check it out.
Woo! Hello everyone! My name is Erica and I'm going to be showing you how to make the most delicious cinnamon buns. But there is a twist. We're going to be adding a secret ingredient to not make these just regular cinnamon buns. Do you want to guess what they are? What it is? Did someone say pumpkin? Because you're right, we're going to be making pumpkin cinnamon rolls. They are so good. So yeah, let me show you what ingredients we need to make these and let's get started. Alrighty, so the first step for this recipe is to start making the dough. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a bowl. We're going to be adding 5 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to be adding half a cup of white sugar. And we're also going to be adding 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix it all together and then I'll tell you what the next step is. Now that our flour is combined with the sugar and the salt, we're going to be adding our softened butter. So basically what I did is that I cut them into cubes and then I'm going to put them inside. So I'll just put the remaining that I have left. So for this part, you're going to want some clean hands, so you just wash them. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your butter and you're just going to mash it up in between your hands. Alrighty friends, when we are done mixing the yeast and the milk together, we're just going to pour it into the flour mixture. Yes, lovely. And we're going to give this a good mix with the whisk. Blah, blah, blah. Just ended up mixing it with my hands towards the end just because it got a bit hard to mix with a whisk. So now we're going to be adding half a cup of pumpkin puree and an egg yolk to this mixture, and we're going to be using our hands again to mix it all together. So now that I have mixed my dough together, I'm going to be putting it on a floured surface and I'm going to knead it for about 30 seconds like this, and then I'm going to be transferring it into a greased bowl. Once you're done kneading your dough, you can place it in your bowl and then saran wrap it and cover it for an hour. So just like this. Alrighty, it is now time to be making the filling. So the brown sugar part, which is arguably the best part of a cinnamon bun, personally. So the first thing that you're gonna need is you're gonna need 1 cup of brown sugar. Be needing 2.5 tablespoons of cinnamon and 2.5 tablespoons of pumpkin spice. Delicious. Hello everyone, so we are back with the dough and it has doubled. So now we're going to be taking a rolling pin and we're going to roll this out flat into a rectangular shape. And we're going to pour in our filling inside. So let's get going. Once I'm done rolling this all out, I'm going to be adding the cinnamon and brown sugar filling. So now that our sugar mix is inside, we're going to be rolling this into a log and then we're going to be cutting it up into pieces. So now that I'm done placing my cinnamon buns, I'm gonna let it sit like this. I'm gonna cover it up for 30 to 45 minutes and I'm gonna put it in the oven, and right now it should be expanding, so it's gonna get a bit bigger again, and then we can finally cook it. So now it is time to be making the icing, which is the final part of this cooking recipe. So you're gonna need half a cup of cream cheese, you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and of course 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. So you're going to be mixing it all together, and that will be the icing. You can also
Ooh, those looked delicious. Once again, a big thank you, Erica. Those are going to be amazing. I'm definitely be going down to my kitchen and making those as soon as this show is done. But unfortunately, my friends, this is the ending point of our first evening program of this off season. We're definitely going to have many more in the future, so stay tuned to our YouTube page. Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, make sure you're following us on social media, because we have a lot of amazing things planned for you this year. So without further ado, I gotta go get ready, go trick-or-treating. I gotta make those cinnamon buns. Whew, there's so much to do. So, Camp Amy Molson, Patrick Millette, signing off, and I hope you all have a fantastic and spooky night. Peace, everyone.